Good morning, coffee in hand. We're ready to rock and roll. Welcome to the Beach House Beach Bunker and another show about food, fun places in the mayhem of life. The Beach House Beach Bunker is ready to go. Your beach chair is waiting for you. And we're set up to tackle a Hump Day Wednesday, our first one of the new season. Over the hump we go. So glad that you could make it. Coming up on the show today, Air Canada is set to shut down this weekend. They have voted, and it looks as if there's going to be a strike there. How this is going to affect you and your Air Canada flight or somebody that you know. Experts are saying, do not cancel your flight. Don't do it. Got the inside scoop, and don't take a refund. Apparently, there are some tricks that you need to pay special attention to. We've got the inside scoop on today's show. A little bit on Air Canada. Kids wreck stuff. If you have kids, if you have nieces or nephews, if you have grandchildren, you know what I'm talking about. You walk into a room and all of a sudden you're thinking to yourself, I'm going to make some cookies, or I am going to use the washroom. But yeah, wait a second, there's a little person with Q-tips scattered all over the bathroom floor. Boy, you could be so lucky if it's just Q-tips scattered all over the bathroom floor. What's worse is you walk in the kitchen and you've got baking powder, baking soda, sugar, butter. It's all over the place. An unattended to child, toddler especially, can get into some wild situations. We'll discuss them, including crayons on the wall. The classic crayons on the wall. It's filet mignon day today. Happy filet mignon day. Price of beef is pretty crazy, but, you know, if you can afford it and you're going to have something really nice, filet mignon, is it the best? It's not, actually. It's not the number one steak among the meat eaters. We will do the steak countdown from number 10 to number 1, the top steak on a plate in 2025 to celebrate Filet Mignon Day. Back to the air, Spirit Airlines may go bankrupt. Now, this is concerning. They're one of the largest airlines in America. This could cause some big-time problems. We'll discuss. Also, from the Department of Food, there's a new diet trend. And it sounds an awful lot like the Mediterranean diet, if you're familiar with that. This one's called the Nordic diet. I like this one. I'm from little Nordic town in Manitoba, full of Swedes, Norwegians, and Vikings. Well, they built a little Viking ship at the end of Main Street. They're Nordic. I cheer for the Vikings. NFL starts officially tomorrow. But we're talking Nordic diet today. What's in it? And people are saying it's not only good for losing weight, but it's good to maintain a healthy lifestyle. And it seems kind of reasonable. It's not one of these fad things. But that's no fun. What about instant noodles? New study out this morning reveals what will happen to you and the human body if you eat nothing but ramen noodles, instant noodles every day. I fantasize about this. I dream about this. Can you imagine just eating a giant bowl of those delicious, salty ramen noodles, Ichiban noodles, whatever you call them? They're dried in a square. They're salty. They are so good. I could eat them every day. I don't think good things will happen if you eat them every day. But anyway, someone studied it. You got it. An hour two, we are going to have some laughs today. Holy cow. We are going to look at one of the biggest beer ads of all time next to Budweiser. It came from Dos Equis. And if you've ever heard of a series of ads called The Most Interesting Man in the World, we will not only dissect that, but there are some hilarious AI parodies making the rounds. The most interesting boomer in the world. The most interesting Gen Z in the world. Oh, it's some funny stuff. Little cool this morning. These mornings are tending to get cooler as we edge closer and closer to fall. Not much we can do about that, but at least the smoke advisories. There was no smoke advisory yesterday, but boy, it sure smelled smoky. It sure smelled smoky yesterday. We may have a bit more of that smoke smell today, but boy, we are in for a nice day. Look at that sunshine. We were expecting sunshine at 26 and actually pretty decent weather for the rest of the week and into the weekend. Here's how things are shaping up for us. 26 today. There is a chance of showers or thunder showers tomorrow on 27. Friday is looking good at 23. Saturday, 24. Again, our normal is mid-20s. So we're just slightly, we're in the neighborhood anyway, depending on the day. Sunday could be a bit of a gray day. Good soup day maybe on Sunday. And Monday looks like it might be a tough start, but still time for that to change. Also, Farmer's Almanac is out with its predictions on what we can expect this winter. And I have good news and I have bad news with the Farmer's Almanac. Do you really believe what the old Farmer's Almanac has to say anyway? They pull the old pig spleen out, put it on the cutting board, take a look at the pig spleen weather fork. I don't know if I necessarily believe what the Farmer's Almanac has to say, but we'll take a look at that as well. First, let's get into it. A welcome aboard. Welcome to the show about food, fun places, and the mayhem of life. Into Season 6 now of the show. On all platforms for Hour 1, we move over to Twitch exclusively for Hour 2. If you're new, it's twitch.tv/Tyler Glen Show. You can also lurk through the website at tylerglenshow.com. And there is an audio version. It's a 30-second chunk of audio, 30 seconds. You should be so lucky. It's a 30-minute chunk of audio we call a little podcast, available for download at 1 o'clock Central Time each and every weekday, so you can get some of the brighter points, the highlights of the show, in case you miss it, in case you're cruising around. Maybe you're going to be doing some combining. Need to pass 30 minutes. Maybe you're driving from Minnedosa to Brandon, want to pass 30 minutes of time. Throw the podcast on. That would be fantastic. Okay, let's see who we've got to say good morning to in chat. Road Reverend's in here this morning on Twitch. Good morning. Good to see you, pal. Happy Hump Day Wednesday. Ron is over on the X platform this morning. Good morning, Ron. Edging closer and closer to that first day of school. By the way, our back-to-school countdown will start next week. We wanted to have 1 week back with Season 6 before we really lean into the back-to-school stuff. Make it feel like summer lasts a little bit longer. So we'll have the back-to-school countdown starting on Monday. Really, it's 3 weeks today. 3 weeks today, the kids will be back in school. What the hell? Summer's never long enough. Stateside, they're back a week tomorrow. But they've been out since, like, Easter. They get the longest summer break. Janine is here with a camel emoji and coffee emoji and sunshine. Hi, Janine. Happy hump day. Welcome, welcome. Here we go. Over the hump together. Tracy Rogers here, too. Good morning, Tracy. Richard is over on Facebook. Tracy is on Twitch, and Janine is on Facebook. KDD 4380 is here on Twitch. Good morning to you. Welcome aboard. Zumba Bernice is here, too, on Twitch, along with Cheryl. Good morning to you both. Good to have you along. Welcome aboard. Jody is here, too. Jody's over on Facebook. And Molly is here on Twitch. Mavis is here on Facebook. Quentin is here on Twitch. And Nick Adams is here on Twitch, too. Boiled Beans, good to see you with a sunshine emoji and some coffee emoji. Hello, hello. Good to see you. Welcome, welcome. Here we go. Over the hump. Cindy is here, too. Good morning, Cindy. Good to see you. Coffee in hand, ready to rock and roll. Let's tackle this day, shall we? It certainly will be the summer that we remember for the smoke, hey? Two things, no boats on Clear Lake, and the smoke is what I will remember from this summer. Very, very small, and it was apparently second worst Manitoba fire season in the province's history. And I don't think that comes as any surprise to anybody. Ryan420 is here to say good morning on Twitch. Hello, Ryan420. Hello, Ryan420. It's good to see you. Thank you, Nick. Thank you, Nick, for that post of the TylerGlenShow.com or wherever you get your podcasts. Going to Spain today for our beach break. One of the best beaches in Europe today. Oh, what a treat. What a treat. Oh, Molly wants to get her GT in already as we're doing the good mornings. We can move over to that. No problemo. I got to say good morning to Angela first. Angela's over on Facebook. Good morning. Good morning, good morning, good morning. Good to see you. Welcome aboard and happy Hump Day Wednesday. Of course we can do good thing. This has been our first day back after the break on Monday was packed with good stuff because it had been a week since we had been together. And now, oh boy, those dreaded Wednesdays and Thursdays, they're tough. Friday, we're in a good mood. Good things are easy to recall from the day previous. But we all kind of struggle, don't we? Midweek. Molly's going to get us going. Molly says that she was riding around again on the skate park and sent me a video of her roller coaster ride at the skate park. How did you pull this off and not crash is what I'd like to. You're pretty talented to be able to. You got like a GoPro or something like that? Okay, so there we go. We're going around the bend here at the skate park. I'm not sure every skate park you're allowed to have the bikes. Are you going down into the... Okay, down we go. Go down into the... Oh, yeah. Oh, jeez. Oh, jeez. Oh, jeez. Oh, yeah. Well, that would be an instant trip to the hospital for yours truly. I like, okay, so what we got to work on here is we got to work on those trick jumps, where you go down in the bowl. And have you ever seen that on TikTok or YouTube? They go down in the bowl and then they come up the other side. And the trick shots, they're amazing. Okay, so that's the next video, Molly. You got to send me. I'm good, she says. I don't think so. What do they call those? BMX trick shot skateboard bowl. You could do it. You could do it. I think it's pretty easy. And this is probably why I don't do dangerous stunts like this. I've got to practice a little bit. I gotta practice. Here we go. Gotta go spin around there and up and then, spin the bike around. Now, see, this is taken by me. This is me many years ago down at the skate. See, it's pretty easy to do. Up and down and around. No problem. I used to do that in previous life, no problem. BMX bull riding, they call that. Not bull riding. Bowl, B-O-W-L. Oh, my God. I should actually Try that. That'd be the funniest video you had ever seen in your life. Fat guy wipes out and sticks his own bike into orifices that should not have a bicycle, because that's exactly what would happen. It'd be catastrophe. First off, it'd be just a big disaster, and wipe out. The bike seat would pop off, slam into my spleen. I'd be screaming like a little girl crying, asking for my mommy, bleeding all over the bowl. Okay, sir, you can't come back. Every time you come here, you try and do the trick shots, you break 4 bones, and you bleed all over our bowl. It's the bowl bloodbath. Tyler is back. Wouldn't work. So, Molly, much respect. Much respect. She's got a bike mount on the bike. That's cool. Very cool. I like it. That's awesome. I like those. Have you seen the puppy ones? They'll put a dog on the things that you can mount a camera on. Oh man, you could punt. You just want to remember that it's on. You don't want to put it on your baseball cap and then go around town, and you're going for a walk and you're running into your neighbors. Hey, good morning. Hey, how are you? How's it going? And then all of a sudden it's like, yeah, okay, I'll talk to you later. I got to use the washroom. And all of a sudden it's like, yeah, that's you forgot to turn your camera off. I hear sprinkles and fountains. Yeah, you can mount your camera on so much today. They're so small. You can put them on the glasses, right? You can put them on the dogs. You can put them on the cats. Cats, a camera on a cat, that would not. That would not.
The reality is,
Cats don't do much, so I don't know if that would serve any purpose. But this is a tutorial of one guy who's put the camera on the dog, and I'll see. Look at this. You can mount it all over the place. I want to see the shots though. It's cute when they're running through the bush. There we go. Going for a walk. Oh, I'm in the park. Oh, ha, 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 ha. Gotta pee. I gotta poop. Hey, you pick it up. Pick it up for me. So you can mount your camera on pretty much anything. It's pretty cool. I love the technology. Borrowed Beans, GT, they're finally fixing up a bridge near Borrowed Bean at number 10. Oh, is that causing some traffic backups in the valley by Mendoza? So that is a double good thing. We've got a heads up there if you're traveling up to Rocky Mountain National Park, and it's going to make for a nice smooth ride over that bridge. That's fantastic. That's awesome. Oh, I can't miss Nick. Nick's got a good thing. I found a new treat, Cinnamon Toast Crunch flavored Hershey's Kisses. Cinnamon Toast Crunch Hershey's. Hershey Kisses. Always something new to try. I am not a big fan of cinnamon, especially mixed with other things. I like cinnamon buns. That is my extent of cinnamon. I don't like candy canes. I don't like what's the liquor? There's a liquor. Fireball. Yeah, my daughter likes Fireball. I'm not into the Fireball. So there's a Cinnamon Toast Crunch Hershey Kisses. Nick's good thing from yesterday. And do you notice the word in the top right of the package there, Nick? Can you see that? You see it in the green there? See that word? That word is share. Share, Nick. You have to share with your friends, your fellow sun seekers. Well, that looks good. Actually, those don't look too bad. I would try those too. Good to hear they were delicious. So something fun to try next time you're at the store. Ryan says, if I was doing tricks at the skate park, it would be the toilet bowl. Thanks, Ryan. Thanks for your words of encouragement. Cindy's GT, daughter came over and my sister popped in for a visit, had some family time with the grandchildren. That is fantastic. Good morning, Pebbles. Good to see you on Twitch this morning. Pebbles has got lots of stuff going on. That's good. That's good. Although, be careful. A busy summer means a fast summer, and they go by so fast. Pebbles says, out at Rossburn, visiting mom and stepdad. Nice spending some family time there. That is fantastic. Thank you for sharing that. Lots of family time in the summertime. That's a good thing. That is awesome. It's so hard to draw on good things. It's okay. Farmer's Almanac came out yesterday, and there is a good thing in that. I will explain coming up in just a second. But first, a sponsor mention. Our friends at Auto Fashion. From pesky dents to dazzling showroom shine, Auto Fashion has you covered inside and out. Locally owned and operated. They're MPI accredited for hail damage, and they also handle SGI claims with ease. Whether you need expert paintless dent repair, sleek window tinting, thorough interior and exterior detailing, or long-lasting ceramic coating and paint protection, they do it all and more. Get your ride looking flawless at autofashion.ca, and they're at 255 17th Street North, just behind Best West Pet Foods and Lee's Buffet. Your car deserves the best, and you deserve the best when it comes to things like hot dog and hamburger buns for your cookout, whether it be at the campsite, whether it be at the cottage, whether it be in your own backyard. You know, I was thinking yesterday, these evenings are getting cool. Get out there and get a fire going. Get the wieners out. Get out there at the bonfire. But get your buns into Kuiper's Family Bakery to get your buns. Local family-owned gem of tradition and heart, from buttery pastries and sweet treats to hearty handcrafted breads. Every bite tastes like home. And they are the best buns in all of Manitoba. Especially for hot dogs and hamburgers. Your summer is just not complete without a visit to Kuiper's Family Bakery at 1411 First Street, just north of the First and Richmond corner, beside Tasties. And at Applaw Office, they're building their relationships. The relationships they build are at the core of everything that they do. They specialize in real estate, corporate, and estate law. Trusted legal advisors, whether you're buying or selling a home, handling business matters, or planning your estate. Their experienced team provides expert guidance and personalized service every step of the way. Clients choose them for their integrity, dedication, and commitment to making the legal process smooth and stress-free. You'll find them at 642 18th Street, Unit A, across from the RBC on 18th. Kids were at the park, says Polar Bear. GT saw an eagle, a bald eagle. That's very cool. When I was on vacation, I was just sitting in the living room, just having a cup of coffee in the morning, enjoying a little bit of that smoky sunshine. I looked out, and woo, there was an eagle on my street light. And they sure stand out, don't they? They're a big damn bird. I'm like, what the hell is on my street light? And I'm like, wow, that is so beautiful. That is a beautiful bird. Oh, you even got a picture of it. Aren't they gorgeous? They're beautiful. That wingspan apparently is like 7 feet or something like that. That's insane. But then my next thought was like, keep the small kids close, keep the cat close, because with a 7-foot wingspan, these things they are predators. They'll just swoop down, and they ain't taking me, I can tell you that. They won't look at me. They're just going to say, we'll pass. There's no way we're lifting that. We can't lift that guy's shoes off the ground, let alone his fat horse. Okay, my good thing from yesterday, the Farmer's Almanac came out with winter predictions for this coming season. Season 6, possibly a 7. Who knows? We'll have to wait and see. I like this American Forecaster Network. They put it best. Look at the blue. Look at the blue across America. Oh, my God. And the blue is colder than today. There is the winter outlook for 2025-26. It's going to be cold. Yeah. Do you believe in the Farmer's Almanac? I don't know. I believe the part that they said that we're going to get a late snowfall this year. That's the good news. They say in the Farmer's Almanac that on the prairies, there's a very good chance that our first snowfall won't come until late November, early December. I'm okay with that. Now, that's the good news. And I think we'll just leave it there because unless you've got one last minute yesterday's good thing, the feature can quickly turn into a situation where it could be not so fun. But Molly says that she believes in the Farmer's Almanac. It's been right most of the time where she's at. I don't know. Well, this part won't come as much of a surprise for our friends here in Manitoba. But as I mentioned, snow apparently will be late again this year, late November, early December. And a nice Christmas. That's also a good thing. Then the hammer comes down. And I mean the hammer. The Farmer's Almanac is saying on the prairies for January and February, above average snowfall and colder than usual, which it's already soul-crushing cold. So January and February are going to be epic. Epic for... oh my God, OMG on epic proportions. So you heard it here first. Breaking news, Farmer's Almanac, pig spleen forecast. Colder. It's going to be cold in Manitoba in January. And the sky's blue and water's wet. I don't know. Farmer's Almanac, are they right all the time? Let's hope they're not. I would just once like to have the Farmer's Almanac come out. Our predictions for January in Manitoba, plus 20. And there will be palm trees sprouting out of the ground. You can believe it or not. I guess they got to sell those little books. Those little Farmer's Almanac. The Almanac, after all. That's what it is. Okay, thanks for your good things. Let's get to the beach break. It's a Wednesday hump day, closer to the weekend. Happy hump day, Sunseekers. We're off to one of the best beaches in all of Spain. This is the Resort Playa Esperanza. Oh, man, what a beautiful, beautiful afternoon in Spain. Back with more in just a bit.
We're halfway there. Sun shining in the air. Gonna dance without a care. Beach life everywhere. Let's go to the beach. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Get closer to the weekend. We don't care. Sun seekers feel the heat. Dancing to the ocean beach. All day fun. Catching rays. Salty air, perfect days. Smiles and waves in the haze. Shaking it in a waves. One step closer to the fun. Bright days, we're on the run. Every moment sparkles and shines. Beach vibes in our lines. Let's go to the beach, oh yeah. Oh yeah. Get closer to the weekend, we don't care. Sun seekers feel the heat. Dancing to the ocean beach, ocean beach. Oh, let's go to the beach, oh yeah. Get closer to the weekend, we don't care. Sun seekers feel the heat. Dancing to the ocean beach, ocean beach. Let's go to the beach, oh yeah, oh yeah. Get closer to the weekend, we don't care, we don't care. Sun seekers feel the heat, feel the heat. Dancing to the ocean beach, ocean beach. Oh.
Let's go to the beach. That's a beautiful beach. Busy place, mid-afternoon in Spain. A live shot there as we come back to southern Manitoba. A little smoky, a little hazy, but we're supposed to get lots of sunshine, and that's what it's all about because 3 weeks today, the kids are back at school. 3 weeks today, and the kids are back. A week tomorrow, stateside, our friends in North Dakota will be back. And so it signals the end of the summer season. It's coming fast. So if you do have sunshine wherever you are, get out and enjoy. It looks as if this weekend is going to be a nice weekend for some sun and hopefully some smoke subsiding here. 26 degrees in the sun today, 27 tomorrow, 23 on Friday. And the weekend looking good, although we could be a bit rainy on Sunday, maybe a good soup day. Molly's looking forward to cooler times. Little hot where you are. We have had a pretty boring summer, quite frankly. Aside, and I, with all due respect, I don't mean that with the forest fire situation. I mean that from a beach bunker standpoint, a beach lover, a sun seeker. You know what I'm saying? Looking for sand, sun, surf, and heat. I like the heat. I don't like, 110 degree heat, Molly. Like 40 degrees Celsius. I'm not a fan of that. But I like the occasional 30. It just reminds you that, hey, it's summertime. It's hot. And we have not had like a ton of 30-degree days this summer. It's been pretty moderate as far as that's concerned. And it was interesting. Yesterday I saw a news article talking about how some cattle farmers in our area are incredibly concerned about the ability to feed their cattle because of drought. And they had a weather person on talking about how this summer it's amazing how in one area you could have way too much water. That kind of, I don't know if we have too much water at the beach bunker, but it's green and we have had a good amount of rain. But you don't have to go far, 10 miles, and they have had no rain. In fact, when we were telling you about the street flooding yesterday from a storm the day before, my parents were like texting me, "Are you okay over there?" And I'm like, "Why? We're fine. It's raining." And my folks they live in the same city I do, they're like, "Oh my God, we're getting crushed with rain right now." And I mean, we're not a very big town. It's crazy how these clouds come in and one end of town can just get completely flooded with water, and then one area of town gets nothing. It's just bizarre. And what's even more interesting is the forecasting of the weather. You get these people on social media that say, we've got these warnings in effect, and oh my God, watch out, there's a big storm. And then, of course, it's social media, so people jump on right away. There's no storm. I don't think we're going to get anything. I can't wait for winter to arrive, because then it's going to be, okay, we're going to get 50 feet of snow. And then you'll go like 4 streets over and there's no snow. You're lying. You're liars. No, I think, climate change is exactly that. They totally mislabeled this global warming thing. Stupid name. But boy, we've never seen anything like it, where it's just so sporadic. Dry, soaked, wet, kind of dry, green, and burnt to a crisp. Zumba Bernice says we got robbed of our summer. Now, Zumba Bernice has a pool, and she is one of those folks that wants the more 30-degree days, the better. I am. She is obviously passionate about that. Feels we got robbed. I'm on the summer scale. I'm mildly disappointed. How are you feeling? How are you feeling about summer to this point as far as the weather goes? I am disappointed. I'm not going to lie. It's no one's fault. Can't control the weather, can't control the fires. But when my front door opens and it feels like every day's a camping day, that's not fun, Tim. It's not fun. Are we camping again? We're camping again today. Oh my God. So what are your options? Well, as someone said to me, the best part about living where we live is the low cost of living, so we can get on a plane and fly somewhere else. Loretta's here. Good morning, Loretta. But that's going to be harder to do. It's going to be harder to fly somewhere else when there's no planes. The plane, boss. The plane. The planes aren't going anywhere if you're on Air Canada because it looks as if the folks who bring us our coffee and our pretzels and then they show us how to use the seat belts. There's going to be no one to show us how to use the seat belts. There's going to be no one to attend to us when we ring the bell. Ding dong bell. No, those are the flight attendants. They are going to likely go on strike this weekend.
Have delivered their 72-hour strike notice.
The Canadian Union of Public Employees confirming to CTV News it delivered the notice early this morning. That means flight attendants can walk off the job early Saturday morning. CUPE says Air Canada responded with a lockout notice. That will start at 1:30 a.m. Saturday. Air Canada previously said that it reached an impasse in negotiations and that in the event of a stoppage, customers whose flights are potentially canceled will be eligible for a full refund. We will stay right on top of this all morning here on CP24.
All right, so it's coming Saturday. If you are booked on Air Canada, though, experts are saying don't cancel your flight. That is the wrong thing to do. Don't cancel your flight. Now, this is from passenger rights activists who say the best thing you should do is just hang tight. If you have your Air Canada flight booked for this weekend, just hang tight. Here's what they're saying.
I urge passengers against trying to preemptively cancel their flight. That's not a good idea because if you cancel your flight, or even if the airline offers you, you can rebook your flight a different date, then it is not covered by the usual protections under the law. It is really you're at the airline's mercy at that point. So in this situation, I would sit tight, not jump the gun, wait until the airline cancels your flight, until they do something that triggers your protections under the air passenger protection regulations. And then you are in a position to demand your rights. Stand your ground. Don't be a pushover.
Okay. Except for the fact that the complaint system has a backlog of 80,000. I have a little bit of anxiety about that, about just standing my ground and letting things stand as they do. So what is going to happen? And they also say don't take a refund, but a refund sounds so good. Sounds like that's what I need as a refund. He goes on to give us this advice. And we have one passenger, a French guy, passenger rights activist in this country. He's always given them a rough time, saying that, our airline industry is in disarray. But anyway, he is the expert, and I don't have an Air Canada flight booked, so I can't comment on it. But he says, don't accept a refund.
Passenger, you are willing to litigate it afterwards, you will get what you are owed. One important addition to this is that if the airline refuses to rebook you, for example, or tells you, here's a rebooking 1 week from now, you can and should buy yourself a ticket on a different airline and then make Air Canada pay for it.
Okay, so that's important. If you couldn't understand him, he said book on another airline and then make Air Canada pay for it because you got to get somewhere. You're inconvenienced, and according to the law, Air Canada, you have made a contract with them in purchasing this ticket, and they have to live up to that. So, again, this is what the guy's saying. Don't accept a refund. Book on another, and then settle this stuff when this is all done.
What is important is that do not accept a refund. It may sound shocking, but we have seen cases where acceptance of a refund was used by an airline as an excuse to wash its hands from the obligation to provide alternate transportation. So even if they offer you a refund, say clearly, loudly, while you record yourself on the phone call.
Oh, my God.
No, I don't accept a refund. Don't give a refund. I insist on my right to alternate transportation.
I don't know. All of this makes me nervous. And don't we just want to settle things? Don't we just, and they prey on that, right? They're just like, I just want to get to where I'm going. I don't want to have to take legal action. I don't want to have to deal with this at all. Can you just get me to where I need to go? I have a better idea. I've got this all figured out. I think that we can solve this whole issue by asking for volunteers. Okay, so you know how they do this? When they've overbooked a plane, ladies and gentlemen, we have overbooked an airplane from Winnipeg to Vancouver. The plane is full of, can we get some volunteers to give up their seats? Then you go up to the counter and you give up your seat, and then they'll give you like not only a free flight on the next flight, they'll give you sometimes cash, $300. And then what happens is, if they can't get a volunteer to take the seat, they up the ante. Ladies and gentlemen, we're still looking for volunteers on this flight. We're now providing free hotel stay, $500 cash, and the next available flight. It's just like, whoa, they keep upping the ante. So if you're asking for volunteers for taking seats on other airplanes to make room, this is how we solve the problem. Keep the planes flying in the air. This is not a pilot strike. We can't fly the airplane without a pilot. But we can fly an airplane without the airline stewardesses, the support staff that bring us our pretzels and our coffee. And I love you guys. I really do. You guys have some things, some issues that you've got to hammer out. I get it. But this is how I say we resolve the situation. Ladies and gentlemen, currently you may be advised that there is an Air Canada airline stewardesses strike going on right now. So if we can accept, we can get 2 people to step forward to volunteer for coffee and food services on this plane. You will be compensated monetarily, and you can basically take control of this overhead speaker system for the duration of the flight. How awesome would that be? Can you imagine? Oh, yeah. Me, I'll do it. Okay, fat guy in the red shirt, you're up. Ladies and gentlemen, all the booze is free, baby. Free booze. Free booze on the plane. Ladies and gentlemen, I will be passing a hat around, and you will be putting the name of your favorite rock band in a hat, and we will blast that rock music for the duration of your flight. The winner is Van Halen. Panama. Dun, 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 dun. And, it would just be awesome. So that's what we'll do. We'll put the passengers in charge. We'll let the passengers run. And you know what? It's some people say, well, you're being a scab because there's a strike going on. You're being a scab. That's not everybody is going to enjoy my idea. Not everyone's going to love this idea. They're going to say, this is stupid. Some idiot from Brandon was blaring Van Halen on the flight, and he was giving away free liquor. Oh, my God, there was dancing in the aisles. Ladies and gentlemen, we're about to experience some turbulence. We're going to switch the music up to AC/DC, and we invite you to remove your footwear, wander about the cabin, and we're going to jump up and down like children. How fun would that be? We might as well jump, dun, 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 and then the turbulence is going. Oh, my God, it'd be awesome. But nobody asked me my opinion on how we should solve this, how we could get through this little bit of labor turbulence, as it were. But if I was in control of the universe, that is exactly how this would roll. Now, the only problems I think we would encounter is if, Tyler, you're doing a great job with the Van Halen and AC/DC and the free liquor and, stopping at a drive-through with a 747 aircraft to pick up Timbits and all that, but we got a plug toilet in the back. Or when you get drunken, unruly passengers. But it's Air Canada. I think that's American Airlines, right? That's not happening for us, is it? Wouldn't be that much of a problem. I don't know. Goodness says if you're not a scab, you're a volunteer waiter. Oh. Right. And then we could do movies. So we play some Van Halen, some AC/DC, free liquor for everybody, and then in-flight movies. Ho, ho, ho. Quentin said he would help with the unruly passengers. So there we go. We got to figure it out. I'm your bartender, Quentin Security. Who doesn't want to fly on that airplane? Let's giddy up go. Let's giddy up go. All of a sudden, we have some breaking news. It looks as if the flight attendants and the Air Canada executives have reached a labor agreement due to the fact that two completely insane Ukrainians have taken over Air Canada's flights. Oh. Then all of a sudden, there's just, it's so popular. It's so you just give it back to the people. Give it back to the people. And then we'll have like a democratic vote on the movies that we could play on the flight. Hallmark movies would be banned. We could not, they would not be allowed on the plane. I'm sorry. The ask would be, what action movie would you like to see on today's flight? Please cast your vote. Oh, no, sorry, ma'am. No. Christmas in July is over. That's over. I'm sorry. No Hallmark movies. Come on. Yeah, I know you're into the wine. Okay, don't get belligerent. Quentin, come here. We got drunk mom on wine here. Wants the Hallmark movies. Settle down. That's what we got to do. Then all of a sudden, everybody gets back to work and they're like, those guys were awesome. They were awesome, man. They need their own air. So then we'll buy an airline. Petishke Air. Pierogi Air. Kubasa Air. Well, I don't know. We could call it anything, really. We could just have a ball. We smell like garlic, but we get you there. Little Van Halen, little AC/DC, and very little turbulence. Lots of fun. I think that's how we handle this. I think that's... Now, like I said before, can't fly the plane without the pilots. Pilot strike is much more serious and definitely tougher to get through. There's no question about that. The whole plane would smell like butter and onions and fun. Butter, onions, and fun. They'll be having some fun over at Headley's Health Hut today because it is Win Back Wednesday. You could win up to $500 and your purchase is back. You've been putting off the purchase of vitamins and supplements. Don't put it off anymore. Today's go day. Today is go day. Win Back Wednesday at Headley's Health Hut. They're over at 1314 Richmond Avenue. And by simply filling out a ballot with any purchase, you could get up to $500 in cash or check back. Imagine getting that phone call. We got some money waiting here for you. Randy and Michelle, your local family-run team offering Westman's top selection of vitamins, herbs, clean beauty, local products, sugar-free snacks, gluten-free meals and desserts from Ida's Catering and more. And, of course, demos and samples happening today, too. Chance for you to get some freebies. Who doesn't love the samples? They've got so many great new products over there at Headley's Health Hut. Win Back Wednesday today. Murray Chevrolet Cadillac Buick GMC, Westman's #1 EV dealership. The Equinox, the Blazer, the Silverado, and the Hummer. They all come in EVs, and they will save you some big-time cash. Now, there's no secret that the payments are a sizable investment. Now, this is how it rolls out, though. You save big on fuel with the charging instead of the gas bill. You take advantage of the tax incentives. That helps offset things, too. You enjoy lower maintenance, which helps offset those investment costs. And they can answer all your questions. At 1500 Richmond Avenue in Brandon, where the power is in your hands, at Murray GM. And at Leon's Furniture Superstore, 3635 Victoria Avenue. The flyer is always online at leons.ca. Need of some furniture, appliances, electronics? Check it out online before you go. And they've got the Swipe and Save sale on right now, giving you up to 50% off on amazing deals like select sofas and beds, up to 40% off select mattresses, up to 20% off select dining sets, and up to $500 off L2 appliances and select TVs. Ready to make your lucky swipe? Shop at Leon's now and discover the comfort and savings like never before. They've been making Canadians comfortable since 1909. 3635 Victoria Avenue in Brandon. This story, not so good. This is stateside. Spirit Airlines is in some serious financial trouble this morning. This is one of America's biggest airlines. They have about 12 months worth of liquidity. They could be out of business in just a few weeks. So if you are stateside and thinking of booking a flight, be careful. Spirit could be going down. Last month, Spirit furloughed 270 pilots and demoted 140 to save money. Now, this isn't the first time they've run into problems. Spirit filed for bankruptcy protection last November. It was the first major U.S. airline to seek Chapter 11 since 2011, but they emerged from bankruptcy in March after creditors approved their restructuring. They said, we'll change the way we're doing stuff. We'll, move things around. There we go. We fired some pilots, and now they've got some volunteers doing their in-flight food and beverage. Hey, wait a second. They stole my idea. No, they don't really have that. I'm just kidding. I'm kidding about that one. But it's no joke. Spirit is one of America's biggest airlines. And looks as if investors are fleeing here, and this is never a good sign. So there are some serious doubts that they'll be able to meet their financial requirements. That's fancy speak for we can't pay the bills anymore. We can't pay the bills. But I got a nice airplane in my office. Look at this. I want one of those. This is Ted Christie. He said in June that the airline would really like to not file for Chapter 11. I think that's the right thing for any CEO to say. We really would not like to go broke, but in the event we go broke, does Greyhound still exist? Do we still have bus service? Do we still have the hitchhiking? Spirit Airlines. Why do I think that those would be great flights to get completely enamored on? Guess what airline I just flew? I had spirits on Spirit. It's all about the spirits. Lots of spirit. Anyway, you may want to avoid Spirit Airlines if you're going to Toledo, Ohio, and then all of a sudden, Spirit Airlines is broke. I'm stuck in Toledo. Yeah. Not good news there. Good news for KFC. KFC folks, though, you've probably seen this already. KFC has answered the call of its superfans and has brought back wedges. I didn't know that's what we were doing. I missed the memo on that. Of all the things we could ask for and have the Colonel listen to our prayers, I didn't realize that wedges were at the top of the list. Of all the things that I could have from the Colonel and KFC, dear Colonel, how about this? How about you deep fry a whole chicken like they do with the rotisserie chickens? You know how I get a rotisserie chicken, throw it in the deep fryer, do the whole thing at once. Do something like that. Complete deep fried chip. Forget the bucket. Buckets. I want to go on a road trip and pull apart a whole chicken, piece by piece. Got a family of 5. Everybody gets a chicken. $24.99. A chicken for you and a chicken for you. That's what we need. But anyway. No one listens to me. No one listens to me. What am I going to do? Okay, kids wreck stuff. Oh, kids do this all the time. They do that. If you've got toddlers or had kids that once were toddlers, you know all about this situation right here. You know all about this situation. They get into the crayons, and all of a sudden, they get writing on the wall. Or in this case, if you have got a white sedan, they can decide that they are a little Picasso, a little artist. Oh, and don't be shy. Don't tell me your kids are innocent, because all the kids did this. This is what they do. They're little gremlins. They wreck things. This is what kids do. They wreck stuff. Oh, look at them go. I'm going to make a picture, then I'm going to go for, okay, we've got some more art happening here. This little girl has decided that she is going to decorate the bathroom. So tell me, what did your kids do? Don't hold back. Don't pretend like your kids didn't take crayons to your favorite hockey jersey, Nick, and wreck them. Well, Nick doesn't have kids. Tell me. My kids destroyed it. Oh my God, they put a grilled cheese in the VCR. Now, this little girl decides that she's going to give her dolly a bath. And it's not just the dolly that gets a bath. Because mommy and daddy have dirty electronics. And they need to be washed. Now, she's a sweetheart. She's doing the right thing. She's trying to make sure that the laptop is clean. She's been subject to a discussion about dirty computers and dirty iPhones. She's been hearing the latest survey that says that, our devices are dirtier than a toilet seat. So she's just a public service to her parents. So she's washing the laptop and she's washing the iPhones along with her cute little adorable doll. There's nothing wrong with that. So do share. What did your kids wreck? Oh my God, look at that. Oh, this little guy. He's just trying to help. What's he trying to do? Well, Dad is washing the front of the car. You can see him there washing the tire, not paying attention. Well, I'm going to fill up the car with a little bit of gas, perhaps? No, that's not gas. That's the water hose to clean the car. So let's put that in the gas tank. Now, I may be wrong. I am not auto-inclined. I am not really good at anything mechanical or technological. I think it's probably bad if you have water in the gas tank. I'm not exactly sure what happens after that. I think there's a... I can't be 100%. But we will get to some of those stories. My kids wrecked stuff. Hour 2 of the show. Not just that. We're going to talk a bit about the Nordic diet and what happens to your body if you eat ramen noodles, instant noodles, every day, every single day. Also, it's filet mignon day. What's your favorite cut of steak? What's the number 1 cut of steak? We'll do the top 10 steak countdown. And Blue Rare, basically just heating up your steak on the barbecue. Is that a good thing? Is it a safe thing? And most importantly, is it delicious? I would like to know. But at this point in time, we've got to move over to Twitch. So, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, thanks for being here for the first part of the show. We've got to move over to Twitch for hour 2. And so that means it is at this point the bouncers will show you the door. Thank you so much for being here for hour 1 of the show. We're moving over to Twitch, so thank you to our friends over on YouTube and X and Facebook. And we're going to move exclusively over to Twitch, twitch.tv/Tyler Glen Show. In the meantime, you have an awesome day. And we shall see you again tomorrow. Or you can come lurk over at TylerGlenShow.com. Thank you, X. Thank you, Facebook. Thank you so much. Ba 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 ba. And last but certainly not least, on YouTube, thank you so much for being here. We shall see you tomorrow or over on Twitch. All right. Back to the beach.